I agree to an extent. I do think that, like, talking on a deeper level, I think these things have a vibrational effect on people.
My missus thinks it was weird, that I grew up being able to watch 18-rated movies when I was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I remember watching RoboCop. I remember watching Elm Street.
I remember being woke up. Do you remember the feeling of seeing it? Like, shocking.
No. When I was young, I used to like it. I used to like the films.
Like that bit when he gets shot up.
There's only one film that scared me.
What's that?
Children of the Corn.
I haven't seen that.
That's a film. That's a film. Yeah,
it was weird. I didn't really know too much. All I thought is that these ones they're like some weird Christian.
It's a weird film. It's a weird film.
But do you not think that films and music and games have to some extent an effect on people's psyche?
I think,
especially if you're easily susceptible.
I think, look.
I remember when I first heard Snoop Dogg Murder Was the Case, I went to pull a drive-by.
But it can start with something. Like, I remember, like, I loved wrestling when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like, but that's a sport. But
but I wanted to imitate it. I'd go to school the day after. Let me do a DDT.
Oh yeah, I understand.
It has some form of.
Well, Bruce Lee. I would watch Bruce Lee. I would want to kick everyone's ass.
So imagine if you know.
Yeah, but that's the same thing.
Of worship.
That is still a craft, though, isn't it?
I know, but imagine if that level of worship is geared towards the more darker elements.
Well, hold on.
No. But what I'm talking about is why are there so many kids that don't have to do all this madness acting like that?
Yeah, but you got them kids and posh kids up in countryside, who don't watch fuck all, right? And from 3 years old, they're going out into their fucking back garden that's a field, and torturing rabbits and shit.
That's just mental illness.
That is mental illness.
That's just you just fucked.
Yeah. I think if it's in you, it's in you.
There is an element
I agree, but I do think there's the catalyst.
There is a lot of peer pressure with these kids, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like you sit around with a bunch of them, like you're like,
you're gonna let him have you up, or
like the way they talk. I remember being a kid, man. I remember being around like a bunch of people. I was always one of the youngest, but one of the tallest. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, not always the tallest, but like obviously when I got to about 16, I was then one of the tallest. But when I was young, it was always a peer pressure thing. It was always a peer. Oh, you what? And everyone, I wouldn't do. So then, like, when I had this fight with this dude, and like I turned him out quick, you get me, right? And just like put him on the floor, like with a one punch. You know what I'm saying? Nah, yeah, man, I'm just touching once. I'm just giving the death touch. You know, right? Yeah, and so anyway, he's you know, and then everyone's like, oh, because no one else has seen anyone else sort of fight. There's only been like 3-4 of us that have really fought. And everyone's like, oh, all right. So, but straight after you do that, everyone talks to you different. And everyone's acting with you.
It's true.
We're not on that anymore. It just keeps going from here to here.
Yeah. But no. But I'm saying it is like a hack, because it's like these kids now. You're like, oh, what? You think you're gonna stab man, yeah, right? And man's been hiding and thing it.
Before they think about it, they will stab you.
And then what's happened? You have this one kid who's getting peer pressured up, right, by a bunch of dudes who have never really stabbed no one, and now he peer pressures up, and then one day he's gonna put the knife in someone, and he's probably the most kindest one out of all them, really.
So would you say peer pressure?
You know what I mean? But like, the other ones are peer pressured him to stab someone.
So would you say peer pressure is the main catalyst?
I'm not saying it's just that.
Where's the vibe coming from?
I'm saying, you know, like,
when you say this societal.
Like, where's the actual vibe coming from for people to be peer pressured?
Fighting is a human instinct. It's a part of human life. I don't care what anyone says.
Not murder.
Right? Murder is an outcome. I don't believe in this right or wrong business. Yeah, right? It's an outcome. Right? It's a stupid outcome. No, it's an outcome. Yeah. I don't believe in right or wrong, bro.
So you don't believe murder is wrong?
Dean's a nihilist.
No. Let me come into your house and try and rape your children and kids, and you try and tell me murder ain't wrong.
I get you.
It's done.
You say it's conditional, basically.
No, it's not conditional. It's not.
No,
it's nothing but condition about it.
Nietzsche
what it is.
Nietzsche said that. He said, "There's no right or wrong. There's my way and your way."
That's it.
So cool. I get where you're coming from, but that's
this. Yeah, you're not on my level, brother. Chill out. Just chill out. Unrest.
I trained underneath the street.
He was on the 6th floor.
He was on the 6th. I was on the 7th.
Right, no.
What's that from? Ghostface, isn't it? Supreme Clientele album.
Nutmeg.
I mean, it's true. It's true. I mean, like,
But what would you say there's a societal?
All I'm saying is, back in the day, there used to be like tribes or clans or whatever, and they used to have a warrior type way of living, right? To me, that's more acceptable of life.
But life was way more dangerous back then. Where
I don't give a damn.
We're the safest we've ever been.
Yeah, we have. We are.
Is it on a societal level?
But it's conditional upon the point if you stay in certain places and if you come at the right times and then you know what I'm saying. But then like if things like this are popping off left, right, and centre, when is it safe? Because you can't rely on the police no more. The police are losing numbers. Like you know what I'm saying?
They're losing numbers. And
all police stations get closed down. Right? Someone gets attacked, they don't come out till 2 hours later.
No, that's right.
This you got caught when?
About 8 o'clock, 8:20.
When did it happen?
8:20. It happened around that time.
And what time did he get clocked?
Police came. They say he died within half hour.
No.
Listen, wait. Let me finish.
Not the one who died. When you got.
Oh, yeah, about half hour, 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Yeah,
that's pretty decent.
Yeah, he done it in a.
But in 45 minutes, would you still be found in the area with a knife on you?
Not me.
Nah.
God.
Like I said, I would be in Birmingham.
Yeah, I'll be.
Yeah.
I'll make it to Birmingham in 45 minutes. You know.
I mean.
Fucking about.
Put it this way. Right? I was.
No, I'm gonna get caught.
Well, listen,
I'll buy him dinner. I
was working in that shopping Barking. I was working in that shopping Barking, yeah?
Yeah.
5 boys grab a 15-year-old boy right in front of me, sledgehammer, and they put a big hole in his head.
Aye.
Boy goes down, everyone just scatters, yeah? Police station's just there.
How long did it take him to come?
45 minutes. 45 minutes. Do you know what? I ran across.
The police station's right there.
Police station's right there, yeah?
My sister got attacked in Ilford. She got bottled and everything by this dude, right? And she had to go and walk to the police station. I think it's like something about a minute or 2 minutes up the road, right? But the police made her sit down. Sit down. We'll be ready for you whenever. Just got attacked.
Yeah.
The person wouldn't even send someone out quickly to go and.
I'll tell you why that is. Donuts and coffee, bruv. They wanted donuts and
yeah.
coffee.
I'm just saying.
Well, listen. I mean, as soon as anything happens, you phone them up. When they turn around, have you got a thing? Insurance number. We'll give you
got media.
reference number.
You've got media that don't mind someone on record telling you to go and murder people. It's acceptable. That's music.
Music, yeah.
It's acceptable to go and murder someone.
Films as well. Films as
That's what I was saying. Like, is there a
Apparently,
you got buy a game,
or overlooked
and you could be ace to that game at shooting people in the head.
Right, and then fashion.
But I think
is
what's
heavily mixed in with that. The clothes, everything is mixed in with it.
I think in general we've become desensitized to everything. Majority of people have. Like,
no, I don't think people know what even it is.
No.
Right, and when they really see it,
you think
then they're like,
you're playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Heads exploding. Fucking, you press the thing, you're stabbing someone.
Yeah.
Like, all this stuff desensitizes you.
Desensitize you how though?
Because them non-everyday images become the norm for you, and it plants a thing in your head like, right, this is normal, whether consciously or subconsciously.
But is it going to desensitize you to blood and to that, or is it
to the actual reality,
or is it going to
the concept of?
Or is it
I'm going to be honest with you.
Desensitize you from
fear?
me.
All right, I grew up watching pure movies, yeah? All right, I see dead people in movies all the time, yeah? But I tell you, my biggest fear, my biggest phobia, dead things. If I see a dead fox by the side of the road, or I see a dead mouse, or bro, I can't. Dead things. Listen, but I can't. But I've grown up watching movies where I've seen dead bodies in movies and shit. I've seen dismembered heads.
Rats.
Spiders.
All right. So check this. So I can't see. Listen, my aunt, God rest her soul.
Spiders, I gotta lose the fucking.
My aunt, God rest her soul, she passed away. Yeah. All right. Everyone in the family went in and saw her body. Yeah. I couldn't go in. Mm-hmm. Not because I didn't want it. It's just the fear of walking in, the fear of seeing a dead body. Mm-hmm. All right. I didn't go and see my aunt. God rest her soul. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. But I grew up watching Nightmare on Elm Street, RoboCop, seeing dead images constantly.
Yeah.
But my biggest fear is...
I think...
Now, would you say that's because I watch movies like that?
Could be the opposite effect.
Yeah.
Could be the opposite effect.
Because
it's all trauma.
Is anything gonna desensitize you to real war?
Yeah. I think we've already.
You
been.
come.
I think if
you come out like Normandy, you think anything's gonna desensitize you for them type of things?
No, I think the reality. I think it might lead you to that.
It doesn't.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
doesn't
Like,
it should lead
desensitize
you
you.
there.
You're in the
But actually,
ground.
when you're in that,
You're in
like-
the ground,
if
and
you
then
think-
you see man's head
Yeah.
get exploded,
It's like
and
when
then
the-
reality then hits.
Alright,
And then, what are you
it's-
desensitized now to?
So let's think. When the ISIS thing just started happening, when ISIS
The
were going on
realness
their
is now
little,
here.
One thing, you know, we're talking over each other a bit too much, yeah?
when ISIS were going on their little campaign, the beginning of it, you were like, oh, fuck. Then it started getting closer to home. You're like,
Yeah,
But if you see that,
and it's
shit,
the same
will
thing
freak out.
with the stabbings. You
But
read
with
about,
ISIS,
another-
we were kind of prepared for ISIS because before ISIS it was Al Qaeda.
Yeah, but
So it wasn't
still
something
think
that was
there
totally new
there
to
was
us.
Still some form of desensitizing. Like I just think that there was something that just made a detachment comes in.
I mean, look,
You know?
I've seen fucking dead people in front of me. Yeah, all the shit I've seen or watched or listened to. There's a massive difference to actually seeing the real thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but
these
it
are-
desensitizes you to the concept of
Yeah, the concept, but the reality.
the reality. I still think it still hits you.
That's something totally different. I think once you actually see that thing in front of you, right, and that's a person.
What I think we've been bombarded with too much information and images that we're built for because of internet.
But how desensitized would you have to be back 200-300 years ago?
Because every day you hear some crazy shit and you're like your empathy not desensitized. I'd say our empathy levels are low.
But
I agree with
Not
that.
desensitized.
Yes,
That-
I
that-
agree
that
with
ju-
that.
I think
Empathy is
they're-
at all-time low.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Right through
actually, I
society.
disagree.
You reckon?
I disagree. I think empathy is. I think that's something is be so hard to measure. Right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Do you know what I mean? But look, man. Getting back to this thing of like desensitizing. I think that it's like another form of peer pressure. All this shit you're seeing, right? You get me? And then what happens? It's like, it's like a mental one where you sort of get used to it. But then when the real thing hits, I believe there's nothing you're ready for.
They'll prepare you.
There's nothing you're ready for. There's nothing you can be ready for. Right? And then and then it all boils down to what we said in the beginning.
Fight or flight.
You're either about it or you're not. Right?
Yeah.
And that's it.
I mean, look, I had an incident on holiday, right, where soldiers got me and my friends. Yeah, they put a gun to my head. Yeah,
Fuck that.
threw me to the floor. They had guns in our backs. Yeah, geezer had a gun to my head.
Where the fuck?
Cocked.
Where was this?
Cyprus.
Damn.
Yeah, I was 13 years old. Yeah, and these soldiers came out of nowhere, right? And this guy was rambling shit off, and my Turkish is bad.
Let me nick a cigarette with you.
Yeah. Yeah, my Turkish is bad. So I couldn't
Well,
understand
what
it.
do you
And he
mean,
thought
man?
I was a spy.
It's a cigarette.
Yeah?
It's legal.
Right.
I'm over 18.
Right? He thought I was a spy. Right? And so he's shouting at me.
Kids
And
don't smoke.
I'm like this.
I was a bad kid.
Right? So he goes, clocks it back. Right?
Although I'm
Starts
still trying to
amping
do
it up,
healthy shit.
screaming,
Just
shouting.
don't do this.
Right? And I was like, total shock. All this shit about,
So who was you
I'll
with?
smack that guy. and all
Wait,
that
so who was you
bollocks.
with? Who was you with?
Bollocks. I was with my cousin at the time. And cousins we had over there.
Let me ask you one question now. But, see, them man, they'd be given the authority to go and kill.
Yeah.
Right?
I reckon they would. I reckon. Shall I tell you what happened?
If
I'll
it
tell you
come
what
out
happened.
to all out
No,
war,
shall I tell you what happened?
if it
They
come
saw
out
you
to
lot
all out
walking
war-
past, and they said, "Watch this, let's fuck
Yeah.
with you. Let's fuck with you."
Yeah, probably.
And they
Yeah, but
fucked
hold
with
on
you,
1 second.
And you walked away, and then they were busting out. Look at that one.
Yeah, but 1 second, why clock? I was 13 years old. He even clocked.
Because it's more realistic. You weren't going to shoot him.
Oh, putting a gun to my head isn't realistic enough. Soldiers. Yeah?
To see how far they can shoot. Did any of you wet
Yeah,
yourselves?
well, I mean,
Did any of you wet yourselves?
no.
Did any of you shit yourselves?
No.
Probably
Well, one of
lost,
them lost
probably
points
lost
then.
the bet.
That's the bet.
Listen, my cousin, yeah, Edson, he had a white Ralph shirt on, yeah? And he got dashed to the floor. And he's screaming at the men, going, get the fuck off me. You fucking up my shirt. Got a new shirt. You do like this. And I'm screaming at him, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. I'm going to him like this. And these guys are prodding us with a rifle.
Cyprus Army don't mess about though, do they?
No, they don't.
Yeah, shoot your ass.
Because like even like the British Army, like you can't fuck around with them to a certain extent. Like their man would just say like to the authorities, look at that over there, boom, you know what I mean? They'd be like one of them ones. But I feel like the Cyprus Army was just like, look, boom, to the like you know what I mean? Like they would say to the authorities, look at me now. God, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
Well, like we said before, like you see when the Greek guy back in the 90s, I can't remember what year it was, 94, 95, 96, I can't remember. Greek guy jumped over the border and he climbed up the flagpole to take down the Turkish flag, and live on TV they head topped him.
Tapped him.
They head topped him, tap, right in his head.
Tapped him, bro. Gave him the death touch.
In front of everyone. There was how many people there?
Loads.
Loads, wasn't there?
There was loads. It was live on TV. The guy had a cigarette in his mouth. He jumped
What
over
is-
the
what
thingy,
is the most-
climbed up the flagpole, went to take the Turkish flag.
What is the most craziest thing that you have seen on TV besides from 9/11? Right, like in them type of situations. Has any of you ever seen when SAS ran into fucking I forgot where it was.
Where?
What, in London?
You didn't see nothing.
Yeah.
But all you heard was
What was it?
Wait,
you heard,
8 seconds.
you heard them break in, and then suddenly you heard.
What was the embassy?
Like,
Yeah.
guns everywhere.
The
Crazy.
Oh, what was the fucking embassy?
real?
Yeah.
Not
It was an embassy. It was an embassy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was not Panama. It
Telling you,
was.
man.
Yeah, it was, I
SAS
think
running
the-
there. Next thing they're
No,
all
mine
like,
was that, watching that guy get head topped.
Bro, that was crazy.
Well, I actually see
man.
something. You
It
look
just
a
goes
lot worse.
crazy
Than
for
that.
like 20
Turkish
seconds.
TV.
10 seconds.
Go on, sorry, carry on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it goes crazy like for about 10 seconds.
Go on, anyway.
Listen to this.
Tash,
thing,
go on.
Right,
Easy.
Turkish TV. There was a point where there was no censorship. Yeah, no censorship at all. So what they done? They went to a village, right, and basically this village had some sort of gang mafia type of thing. This guy owed this crew money, right? So this crew went into the house, beheaded him, beheaded his family, his kids, and all the rest of it. Yeah, proper bloodbath. The news, like the what's the name? The reporters and all that. They go in there with the TV cameras and record the whole thing, uncensored,
Yeah,
live,
Turkish TV was like that.
live
Uncensored, yeah.
TV. See the whole fucking thing.
Can you imagine that? Like,
yeah.
The whole thing. You saw everything. I was like,
but like,
what? Turn that shit off.
but
Yeah,
like,
that's probably
Alright,
why they
coming back to
introduced
that
it.
then, would you say the most monumental thing that we've seen in our generation, yeah, was 9/11?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And before that, what would you say it
on
was?
the news,
The JFK shooting?
That was 60s, bro.
No, I'm saying before that. I'm
before
saying,
Before that, next.
what was the most monumental thing?
England,
Before that.
as I said, at the SAS raid, man.
That was pretty.
Yeah, but that ain't monumental to the point that I don't know about it.
JFK, the moon landing.
Bro, what happened? What happened? Like the Olympics, and
Yeah,
when
the Munich Olympics.
the
Yeah.
Israelis and all that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Munich Olympics.
have you ever seen the film?
Was it in
about that?
Australia when they were doing the ceremony and a bomb went off? Was it in the Australian Olympics?
Yeah.
You got Madrid, where the
Yeah.
where the train went as well. That was terrorist. Right?
No, but he's saying like what happened on.
That was
Global
on
scale.
news.
Monumental,
TV.
right?
No, on TV.
That was on
Like a
their
global,
news,
yeah,
though.
but it was a
It
global
was on
scale
our
like
news
that
as
though.
well.
What, the
Madrid, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I think,
I remember.
but I think
Yeah,
the biggest thing that ever happened, yeah, on a
was
TV
mad.
scale was 9/11.
Yeah.
Because it's televised. I mean, like, you'd get
Yeah,
things
like
like.
everyone's got the where were you?
Yeah.
Can you
Every-
imagine if
every-
Instagram and Twitter
the scale of
was
destruction,
out then?
That would have been
the
insane.
scale of
But then
of the
would it have been
Yeah.
just another event?
Nah, because do you know what? The angles that people would
Would it
have
have been
filmed.
just
Nah,
another event?
do you know what? We'd
Would it
be
have
more
been-
clearer. We'd be more clear about what actually happened.
Yeah.
There is an
Yeah,
element
yeah.
of that.
We would
There,
be, it would be
there is an
clearer.
element of
What
I
actually
think-
happened would be a lot clearer.
I think if 9/11,
And I think it was just before that era. Because
I
I
think-
think when did all the phones start coming out with cameras? What?
No, 2007.
Oh, is it? I thought it was
I
earlier
think-
than that.
7 or 9?
Earlier than that.
Oh no, what the camera? I don't know, but footage was very grainy. That it was very. The
it
pixels
been
and
as-
shit. Nah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been like now. Now, if that happened now and you put out your iPhone or whatever, like you'd be getting good footage.
Yeah.
I
You know what I
think
mean?
right about now,
From
if
2.2
something-
filter on it.
The only
good.
thing that bugs me about that 9/11 is that there's still no Pentagon footage.
there
The
is
most
no,
secure
that
building
is-
in the
I
fucking
mean-
world, and
but there's no footage of the first plane of the first plane hitting.
no, there's civilian footage of
Okay.
it. There's nothing of the Pentagon.
Yeah, I think it might be
Nothing.
only the second building onwards, isn't it? I don't think anyone
No,
else
you-
has
dude,
seen the
you've
first
got
one.
people like tourists that are like, and you see there's evidence of the first one hitting.
But the Pentagon one is bogus all the way through. Because, I mean, like, they go to...
That's the aspect of it that makes me
Yeah,
think,
I mean, if you
Alright.
go to the site
Hello.
where the fucking hill is,
Let me say just before we go on to the other thing. If we had, if a scowl, something as big as 9/11 happened to the scowl as what it happened, the Pentagon, everything, you know, like all the different places that went down, and with the way the people are on their phones today, if it was a conspiracy, no way they could get away with it.
That's what I'm saying. They wouldn't be able to get away with it. It will be uncovered.
It just would have been.
9/11 is like that. It is such a flaky story. I don't give a fuck. Anyone who
I'm
really
50, I'm
looks
50,
at that.
50 on it.
Yeah, it's a flaky story. Come on, man.
There is elements that don't
There's
make
bits.
sense.
But
there's
listen,
bits
listen,
that you're
listen,
like,
listen,
fuck,
listen,
man,
listen.
Like that's so bad. And
Before we go into something totally on some conspiracy theory, whatever, yeah, sticking to what we were already talking about, desensitization, yeah, all right. That is a point where we've seen Die Hard, we've seen certain movies, Independence Day, we've seen shit like that, yeah, all right, and 9/11 happens, all right, and you look at it like, fuck, this looks like a movie, and the shock of it,
There was a guy.
did it desensitize us?
To
what?
an extent, there was a comedian called Patrice O'Neill. He said this one thing. So he said, remember when the Japanese earthquake happened? He said it didn't really do me anything. Because he's like, before that I was watching 2012. I'm like, where's the 200-foot high tsunamis? And he's like, there's this little 5-foot high wave and it's just killed 500,000 people.
Yeah.
you see,
Listen, on a quick one. I remember 9/11. Does everyone remember where they were when 9/11 happened?
Yeah.
Alright, I remember 2 weeks before 9/11, this donut over here, yeah, phones me, yeah. This is when I used to sleep till like 4 or 5 in the evening, yeah. Alright.
Oh yeah, Korea let
Bro,
off.
Korea's just lit off a nuke. Put the TV on. I've jumped out my bed, turned the TV on. Ah, he's laughing at me, yeah. Alright. This donut, yeah. Listen. Then 2 weeks later, I'm in bed again, yeah. Alright, it's earlier this time, yeah. I get a phone call. Grim's like, bro, a plane's gone into the World Trade Center and put the TV on. I said, yeah, put the phone down on him. Phone straight back. Bro, I'm being serious. A plane's gone into the World Trade Center. Put the TV on net right now. Yeah, fuck off. Put the phone down. He phoned back the third time. I was like, alright, cool, alright, bro. You're gonna laugh at me. I put the TV on. Listen, I put the TV on, and just as I put the TV on, the second plane hit. And I was like, wait, is this a movie? Is it a... I thought he's still pranking me somehow, yeah? Alright? And the phone went quiet, and it was like, bro, you know what? I'll call you back.
Bro, hold up, one
You know what
second.
I mean?
You saw the second plane go in.
Yeah.
You see the second plane going.
Yeah,
You see
yeah,
the second
yeah.
plane going.
He was on the phone to me when the second plane went
How
in.
comes all of us saw the fucking second plane going in?
Because no one was filming this first plane.
No, I'm not talking about seeing the first plane. I'm talking about why is it that
I was asleep.
we
I
all
woke
got
up.
that bit. Yeah, we didn't fucking wake up.
Because it was live
my
on-
brother
because it was
live
live
on
every-
TV.
Me and my
every-
brother used to share a room. My brother was watching TV, right? It come on TV. He then goes, Dean. I woke up, and then just as I woke up, literally about 20 seconds later, bang.
Do you think it was a matter of everyone basically at that point, whoever had seen what had happened, right, before the second plane?
Everyone was watching TV. at that
Everyone was
point.
watching
It was
TV.
live.
Everyone turned around and started linking everyone.
Yeah.
Saying, look at
Bro,
this. What's going on?
Bro, he phoned me
That
3
right,
times in a row.
I was working in a press office at the
That
time.
shows you
that
right there.
You had a wall like this. So it was like 15 tellies. And every one of them had fucking 9/11, ITV, BBC, CNN, Fox.
And back then, do you know how I knew he was calling me? Because it was private number. He always used to call me from the work phone. As soon as it was private number, I knew it was Gaz.
Yeah,
Straight up.
in case he rang back, he's like, no. Can't be ringing me at work.
But you see, you see that there shows you how much media is in our life. You know what I mean? And how much like we can say we've been raised by, in a sense, by TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because,
big time.
Because
we went to war because of that. Like, it had everyone like, fucking
Listen,
gun
we were raised by
like,
TV, but our kids are being raised by fucking tablets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in a sense, what they're doing is that they're sort of watching a lot of like.
But they can
YouTube
control what they
people.
watch. That's the difference that they got. We had you're filtered with what you watch. You've got a limited access of channels.
Like, I've
you've
told
got a limited
I've
amount
told
of
my
what
kids
you
a
watch
couple
with
of times.
with the
Don't watch
internet.
these people.
Do it the fuck you want.
Like,
really.
like there's like these rich kids from California or something.
Yeah.
And they go around but to me they look a bit weird.
Go on.
They look like very spoiled, very campish kids.
And they go and do what?
And they go and do like, you know, like, they're just doing stupidness, you know, like.
Oh, what, the in the hood pranks? When they go around the hood?
Not in the hood, because they're from like California or rich kids.
No, but they go to the hood and they do these pranks.
No. They it's amongst themselves, like, you know what I mean? Oh, we roll the dice and we see who, and then we'll pick the number from, like, you know, from what it is, and everyone's got to do something stupid, you know, like eat rotten eggs or something.
Oh, like planking.
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that
but
Silly salmon.
But the point is, the kids look weird. There's like this little kid that is on there, and he's got quite a few followers. But he is like sort of mentored by these two adults, and he was on one of these things, and it looked right paedophile.
Do you know his name?
No, I forgot his name. But
It's not Ryan. No, Ryan's toy review.
I forgot it, but it was right campish, and when I was looking at it, and right paedophile-ish and nasty, and it was like. And there's that other girl now. What's her name? Poppy or something.
Poppy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The Momo thing.
No, right, I know what you're talking about. Right, I get what you're saying.
And it's really weird, and kids are watching this madness, and it has this like weird element to it that I think kids are just not ready for yet. You know.
Well, put it this way,
like subliminal.
Yeah, like it's really weird, I mean, and like. I don't know.
I thought that. I've always thought
there's
in
too
kids
much.
programs
There's too much things getting shown to these kids, like, and they don't really. You know, like if you watch on TV, like if one person's rich, but they're not really. How do you say? Look at me and these people, they're like that, but they're very campish and they do all this weirdness. And it's like a lot of your kids are watching that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and to me, it's like it's not like a real sense of reality there. And these kids are not only that, they're getting rich from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like, put it this way. My eldest watches this girl, right? She does style tips.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
but that's understandable.
I mean, like, but the thing is, when you watch the girl that's doing it, right? She's probably in her late teens, early 20s. Yeah. Way that girl's dressed up, the way that girl's talking, and like her sort of thing, mannerisms, and her outlook on life that she's giving over as she's doing her thing is very adult. Yeah? I mean, like, this girl's got dress barely covering her bits. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Her stuff is hanging out, you know? And, you know, she's made up to line. She looks like she's going out to a club or something like this. And she's giving kids style advice, you know, and I think to myself, nah, not yet. Yeah, when you turn around and say the whole paedophile, I totally get that.
I hear you, but that's
sexualizing your kids.
Yeah,
I hear that. But what you got to remember is that that's why that's the thing about the internet. You can go on there and find whatever. Whether it's sexualized, whether it's not sexualized, or whatever it is.
But even without the internet, you could say that the world is oversexed.
All right, let's get to him now. Yeah, all right. I've been waiting to get to him. Yeah, that piece of shit. Yeah, R. Kelly. Yeah, all right. I've been